Hey guys, I'm making a video on college football and the ncaa. So right now I'm also watching basketball, uh, Philadelphia versus Utah. But anyways, college football, ncaa has been going after just a couple of teams right now, but they've been really just going bam, 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 and it's just rules infractions on NIL, transfer portal, that kind of a thing, which I figured was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, and really kind of explain how we got here and what is going to happen, because I figured this probably will happen. So the first part, how did it get here? I mean, it's very simple. This is brand new transfer portal and NIL. Very much, this whole process has been in its infancy, and we got two major um, involvement into college football and how to get players, and there's lots of rooms for exploitation. And I think for me, what was most shocking is it took the ncaa long enough, really, to start doing this, but it really just started getting the ball rolling. And yeah, 100%, I think if Tennessee didn't answer back the way that they have, it would have already been continuing on going. There would be another school and another school by now. Um, and there probably will be still. But the NCAA is trying to enforce rules that this is being such a new thing that there are going to be colleges that violate these rules. However, there's going to be colleges that haven't had any repercussions, at least yet. And based on what they're saying as far as for the rule and for infractions for Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, blah blah blah, it's definitely, I'm not going to be shocked if it becomes almost every team, and that's not really going to do any good at that point. And this looks really bad on the ncaa. It just looks bad. um, Now, with that being said, as far as for how the ncaa sees it, they're enforcing the rules. This is kind of what they've done. So the BCS, that kind of era, ncaa was loved. um, People liked it. There was a little scrutiny as far as for the Alabama LSU championship game, but besides that, BCS was relatively good, but people wanted more teams because they thought that number 3 and number 4, they should have a chance, which I 100% agree on. I think, the playoff system was really the start of their main issues with the NCAA, and it showed the NCAA, at least this NCAA um, era's this era's NCAA committee shows their true colors in a sense. And yeah, really the arguments, and this is what I think is funny with the media. Um, and this is why I don't just base everything off the media. I actually typically stay off the media. I do hear about stuff and blah blah blah, but I look for the facts and kind of base my opinion on that. Um, Very similar to when I made the video on like Nick Saban, and yeah, he's the greatest coach of all time. you're looking at the stats. It hasn't, and I remember I had a response of, "Oh, it's all because the media paints him that way." I mean, the stats are the stats. That's not really what the media is making it. It's literally the stats. In the championships, I mean, you how do you fake that? Um, 7 national championships. So come on. But that's why I don't just go off the media like a lot of people do. Um, I mean, if I was basing things off the media, I would say Nick Saban was not that good. He was an okay coach, which just sounds ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I mean, 100%. NCAA has made a lot, have made themselves look like they're the bad guys. They're pointed out because of the way they enforce a rule and then the way they respond. And they say they don't make the rules. You guys do. And it is very it's them enforcing the rule but and then not taking ownership of the reactions, not standing firm on protecting the rules, and they're getting pushed around. That's really what it is. And once that started happening, it's continued into this. There's also a lot of rules that it's like, well, if this team's getting this, that other team should be getting this, and that other team should be getting this, and on and on and on. So literally, right now, it's kind of the point the finger. Whose fault is it? And it's basically getting nowhere. But what I do think could happen, this goes into like the third part of this whole thing, is yeah, I I see the NCAA having some movement in the crew. I think there's going to be some changes. I also would not be surprised if a bunch of schools break off from the NCAA from this. I mean, any team, you could basically suspend almost every team. You're definitely suspending every Power 5 team because everybody is doing what they can to get away with this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I think that if that happens, there are going to be even bigger problems as far as for unfair kind of cheating, kind of pay to win, that kind of a thing that people don't like, that the fans don't like. They want everything to be fair. But if there's no NCAA, it's at first it's going to be blown out of proportion unless they have some kind of new system put in place. And that's kind of what I'm looking at. Is it going to be a new system that's NCAA, or is it going to be a new system that's whatever the new name would be? And is it going to be more so the mass of the people, the mass of the schools, mass of an organization, like an NCAA organization kind of a thing? And that's going to be the real puzzler. But I am not shocked by this. 100%. The reason why I am not shocked is because both the NIL and the transfer portal, those things started too soon. And then you're also putting in a new playoff system. I did not understand why everything needed to be rushed. If you wanted to do a playoff system to a 12-team playoff, why not go from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 to 12? Why not go with, we'll start with the NIL, and then do transfer portal, or transfer portal to NIL, that kind of a thing, and have there be a gap of maybe 2, 4, 5, 6 years. Who knows? But that would have been an easier transition. People would have understood the rules more. and it wouldn't be as crazy or way crazy as this off season has already been, and it's just started. So I don't think any of this drama and the craziness and all that is going to slow down. And I mentioned that this off season is going to be one heck of an off season. It's going to be exciting to see, and so far I've been very much right. Even if nothing else happens, say what nothing else happens, which it won't. There's going to be more stuff happening, but say nothing else really that crazy happens. It's still been a crazy off season, and we're still in the month of January. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I am not surprised by this. Tennessee, I forgot who it was, made some kind of a statement, and basically it's them saying that I don't understand why we're getting penalized. What are we doing wrong? That kind of a thing. And I mean, can't blame them because everything is new. And all this stuff started happening. I mean, if you are in trouble with the NCAA for giving somebody a burger, how are you not in trouble? How is Texas not in trouble for giving a guy in the transfer portal a Lamborghini? Or some other school giving a Joe Smo, oh, you can keep that pen. That's from our school. How's that not a rule violation? What is the actual rule and specifying, give examples of what is okay and what isn't? And I would say give it to the people, the fans. It's very easy because if you're keeping the fans out of it as well, you are going to be making yourself even more hated on, and that's what the NCAA has done. It's just you gotta leave everything open as a book. If there are new rules and enforcing rules, and yeah, I 100% believed, and I still believe, which is what a lot of media people are saying now, and I could see it happening. It makes a lot of sense. Is that the NCAA is definitely losing power, and they're trying to flex whatever power that they have. It definitely looks that way. I could see it from both angles, but I definitely agree. It seems like that, and I think at this point, if they're going after more colleges, that just proves the point that they don't care. They're trying to make a power stand, which isn't. I don't think it's going to work for them. If that's what they're trying to do, and if the schools see that, the athletic directors and everybody sees that, you're going against many colleges, football programs, and that is going to be crazy to see. And I don't see how they're going to win. I really don't. If it goes to court, and so far it already sounds like there's some going to court. So it's very interesting to see this going on. This off season has just been absolutely nuts. I've been slowing down on videos because there's just so much going on, and there's a good portion of it being just social media, but there's also another good amount of portion that is just not gonna really get anywhere. So it is what it is, but yeah, that's my take on this. I wish Tennessee well. I think they're doing what all the other fans and the schools wanted somebody to do, and they're taking a stand to this, and we'll see what happens. It'll definitely be exciting. Anyways, that's all I have. Have a great day. Bye.